Okay, like I said in my last email, this is my last video on the peer review, library, virtual library access, and APA. So I promise. But basically what we want to talk about in this one is some outside sources that you can find through Google. So let me go to another Google site here other than the one I've been working on, and then you can do this right along with me. Okay, so Southwest Journal of Criminal Justice. Just type that into your search there and see what you find. So the very first you should see Southwest Journal Criminal Justice.htm SWACJ. So just click on that. You should see a roadrunner standing on Texas along with other states like Oklahoma and so forth. It's the e-journal of the Southwestern Association of Criminal Justice. Now the nice thing about this little journal is it's free. Now this is outside your virtual library. This is purely through Google, but here again, this is peer-reviewed source. So just go right over there and click on the roadrunner, and then you can look up in the volumes on your left, or you can look at the current issue. You can just play around once again with the Southwest Journal of Criminal Justice, which is part of the Academy of Criminal Justice Sciences. So it's a very good organization. Now later on we might look at another organization called the American Criminology Society, I believe is what it's called. I'm a member of both of them. I can just remember the names though. But anyway, that one is maybe a little more prestigious, and they have a really good section on corrections there. So if you're really interested, further on down the line, we're going to spend some time looking at some of their online resources. So in looking for the item that I gave you to look at, some little tips here. The author's name is Fulkerson, and you know that it's volume 8, and so it's about drug court versus probation. What's the comparative recidivism rates? And so that's just a question. Let me ask you, what's the answer to that question? Well, if you can go down through and find your way through this whole journal article, you should be able to get to the end and find the results, and it should be pretty telling. And so it'd be nice if you'd let me know what you found out about which one seems to have the lower recidivism rate. And should be right in the article. So, drug court is referred to as DTC, drug treatment court, and then the other ones are just basically standard probation. Which one seems to work better? So that's a question for you to answer. I get fired up when we get into the little things like this. Make it interesting, make it worthwhile. What would you do if you were supposed to recommend to the governor that you should either have drug courts in your state or you should just continue to use probation? Which one do you think would be better? And one thing to keep in mind is that there are some standards there to look at. It needs to be more than 5% to be effective. If the difference is, say, close to 10%, then that might be a pretty worthwhile kind of a thing. Now, another thing, though, is do you want to base your whole decision that you're going to forward to the governor based upon just one article that you found in this volume? You need to, do some more research. But you could center all your other research around something like this to get you started. And then once again, if you go down through, and look at the very end. You get a lot of good resources in the reference section, and you can look at those, and they can even give you more good resources. So this is a good way. If you run across one good article, then that can give you potentially plenty of resources for a really good research paper. Now, the final thing I want to talk to you about before you head off and start trying to apply all this new knowledge is APA, and the APA is it. It's the only way. You've got to learn to do this, and I pound on this all the time, but try to figure out if something is APA, and then always follow it. Use the same thing. Be consistent. The best way to find it on the internet under Google is just Google on Purdue OWL, Purdue University, Purdue OWL, and then just put a space and then put APA. Because Purdue OWL has stuff on MLA, but that's not important for us. So if you put Purdue OWL APA, it will guide you on how to write a paper, how to cite sources, how to set up your reference section. I mean, it's very, very helpful. Now, in your library at SNHU, you also have some other good tools that you can look at. But I'm just saying, if you're out somewhere, you just want to slam in something in Google, slam in Purdue OWL and APA, and that will help you. It'll straighten you out every time. So give that a try, and then report, what'd you come up with? Did I do the right thing when I try to do my reference, or you find some little small errors in there? Did I make a mistake? Let me know. So hey, this has been fun for me. I've enjoyed trying to do this, just trying to make you, once again, a better writer and a better researcher. So hey, this is all there is on this little exercise we did today. Stay in touch. Let me know if you have other questions. You can just reply to this email and let me know how it's going. Let me know if you found something you think might be useful. Okay, well, hey, adios, and we'll talk to you later in the discussion boards.